This is a new set which has come to me. It's a National Panasonic radio phonograph. It's a mini set. My client says that this set is completely dead. It is having a radio, as you can see. This is the medium wave scale, volume, and the selector switch of radio and phono. This is the inside of this mini record player cum radio. You can see this is a speed changer. This is a switch changing from phono to radio, I'm sorry. And this is the medium wave scale, and this is volume. This is the arm, it's a mini arm, and this is a speaker, and this is the turntable, and this is the platter. I'm removing this platter. It's a needler pulley. I can already see that the alignment of this motor assembly is already eccentric to this one here, so it is not actually touching the metal pulley. So this is the physical issues that I found after opening the platter. It's a small platter, so let's check one by one. This is the inside of this mini record player cum radio. As you can see, this is the DC motor. It's a 9-volt motor. This is the antenna coil of the radio, selector switch. It's a gang, and this is a board, amplifier board, and the radio RF and IF board. This is the speaker. It's an 8-ohm speaker, and this is actually the battery keeping place. There used to be 3 sets of battery in each block, and it's a 9-volt power supply set. It do not have any transformer here, so either you have to use it by using the batteries, 6 batteries, or else there is an input of 9-volt DC. We can use with an adapter also to play this set. So I do not know what is the condition right now actually inside all these electronics components. I need to check one by one. Once I go ahead, I will be able to understand what is the actual functionality of this total set. Let's check. So to repair this particular set, first what we need to do, we have to disassemble this motor unit, which I have done. As you all know that the motor was not fixed correctly. The rubber grommets were melted very badly, and that is why the motor was eccentric in this area. So I have actually disassembled this motor assembly from the unit, and first of all we need to remove all the old rubber grommets which were completely damaged. So this is the motor what we are having. If you see, this is the motor. It works from 6.5 to 9.5 volt DC. It's a Japanese set. So I have completely removed from this assembly unit the motor. Now it's time to repair this motor section, then we will look on the other parts. After the completion of the repairing of the motor unit and its assembly, this is how now it looks. As you can see that all the rubber grommets are changed. The new rubber grommets are installed here. At the same time you can see that it is now standing in the perpendicular position, not eccentric like before. So this is now the time to check the speed of the motor as well as the platter, whether it's working fine or not. So let's check it. The platter is very small platter, as you all know that this is a mini set. Yes, now the platter is fixed here and the speed changer position is now in 0. I'm giving my power unit the power. It is providing the 9 volt. You can see it is providing 9 volt DC regulated voltage. It's time to check the speed and the motor. So I am putting the switch in 33 rpm. Let's check. Yes, it's working fine. That's a good news. The first step is successful. The platter is moving approximately in the correct speed, so far as I can see. You can see also. Now let me check the 45 rpm also. This is 0. This is 45 rpm. Yes, the speed has changed and it has increased. That's a very good news. Now it's time to check the amplifier and the radio section, so that this set should work like it before. While checking the internal circuit of this set, I found that there is one capacitor. This capacitor value is actually 100 microfarad, installed earlier of 10 volt. I have replaced it with 100 microfarad 25 volt. This gone bad, so I replaced this one. And one thing I noticed here, that in this set the B plus supply is common. You can see it is actually connected with the body. So the B plus supply is the common line and the circuit is made up of, in respect to B plus you have to measure all the voltages here and there where you need to. You can also see there is one thing I would like to show you, that this is the pickup wire which has came from the cartridge, and this is actually passing through this preset. This preset value is actually 200k. I don't know whether I will be able to show it to you or not. However, I have seen this, that this is a 200k preset, but while I measured it, I found that it is only showing 100k, not the 200k. So this preset value has changed with the years. What actually happens if the preset value changes? Now the thing is that if we are having a 200k preset, we can set a value from 0 to 200, which actually changes the impedance of this cartridge, and it actually matches the impedance with the amplifier unit. Now if we do not have 100k, that means you have only 100k kilo ohms space to change the impedance of this ceramic cartridge. And it actually works like, if you change the impedance, you will listen that there will be changes in the tonal quality of the sound. That means if you change it, if you vary the impedance, when you will go higher, you will see that the sound is becoming much more warmth. And if you are going reverse and you are setting a lower value impedance, in that case you will see that the shrillness will be increased and the treble will be increased. So this actually works like a tone control in this set. So this need to be checked. I am showing you what is the value actual right now of this particular preset. Let me show it to you. It should be 200k, but I have fixed the probes of my meter, and I am trying to show you the actual reading. You can see you can see that it is showing it is 100k. So this is one problem. In case if you really want to make this set properly repaired, in that case you have to look into it and you have to fix it. I do not know whether I will get 200k preset nowadays or not. I will check. If not, then I have to make it something else so that I can achieve or I can get the actual level of resistance or the impedance which should match with this amplifier. This is one thing I would like to show you, so I make this video here especially for this particular preset type. And if you can see, there are output transformers here. This is output transformer. These are also transformer. Is a little small transformer. These all are IFs. And there are some capacitors which I checked are good, somewhere not good, that I replaced already. And there are some resistance which I found defective. I replaced those with new one. Till now we have completed this much. Now it's time to set this value and have a test for the sound. So let's go ahead. After the completion of the amplifier section repairing, I tested the amplifier is working now, and while I tried to check the radio section, I found that there was a diode which actually gone. There is a diode which actually gone. I replaced this with a new one, and the IFs are not actually perfectly tuned, so I tuned the IFs also to get the best performance. And as you can see, there are some capacitors, not much, but there are some capacitors which has been changed, and some resistors are changed. Those were actually I found that open, so I changed all those defective and bad components from here, and this is now the look inside. This is how it looks. Now it's time to check for the final test of all the radio and record player section. This is how it looks like inside. After the completion of the full repairing and the servicing and the complete restoration of this set, though you will find that I have put a rubber band here just in case, because there is a cartridge inside it and it is not fixed. Still, it's enough for the testing. I have put this rubber band only because the cartridge should not fall from its arm, but the other things are set as it should have been. So it's now time for the final testing. So let's check one by one. First I will check an LP record, and after that I will check the radio section also. Now it's the time to finally test the set. Now I will play an LP record of Madhumati. I have set the speed in the 33 and 1/3 RPM, and I am giving my power supply switch on. As you can see, the platter is moving. So the LP is playing well. Now it's time to check the radio section also. So I am changing this from phono to radio. As you can see, the radio is on.
এই দুটির অনুপাতই হচ্ছে পরিবাহীর রোধ।
You can see this.
তো বর্ষা যেমন বিরহ লিখতে সিদ্ধহস্ত,
করোনা ভাইরাস হতে পারে, তাই বলে যে করোনায় হয়েছে তাকে।
So the medium wave scale is here. You can see that the stations are coming.
এখানেই বিদায়, নমস্কার।
This is the Moitri channel.
আকাশবাণী মৈত্রী অনুষ্ঠান প্রচারিত হচ্ছে মিডিয়াম ওয়েভে 505 মিটারে, অর্থাৎ 594 কিলোহার্টজে। এখন শুনবেন ক্রীড়াঙ্গন। উপস্থাপনায়
This is
এটা হচ্ছে সাধারণভাবে একটা
this is a Calcutta A station.
লেখার একটা
So this is another experience of restoration of this Japanese mini record player cum radio set. I hope you enjoyed, and I got an extremely pleasure to repair this set, and we'll wait for some other set in some other day to get restored. This is the end of this repairing session.